Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Trey. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Today, I am going to be baking old-fashioned Southern tea cakes. So what is a tea cake? What is a tea cake? Is it a cake? No. Is it made with tea? No. Is it served with tea? It can be, but no. It's actually a cookie. A cookie that's kind of firm on the outside, but it's very soft and cakey on the inside, and it tastes delicious. If you know what tea cakes are, comment down below. If you don't know, because a lot of people outside of Louisiana or that are not from Louisiana or Texas area, they do not know what tea cakes are. I live in Atlanta right now, and I've been in Atlanta for a long time. And anybody that I've ever asked outside of Louisiana or Texas, what is a tea cake? Do they know what tea cakes are? No. I remember my great grandma would always cook these. They were like on the go. She had a batch of dough already up and ready to go. So every time a batch of cookies ran out, there was some more ready to go in the oven. They don't take long to cook. Family reunion, like they were like on the go, like on the go, on the go. Not really a hard recipe to do, but if you do not follow it right, like if you get in there and say, oh, well, let me exchange this out for that, do this out for that. If you don't cover the basics of it, you can mess up the recipe. I'm really hoping that this is something that can become, you know, like a big thing again. Like, why do we got chocolate chips, macadamia, and snickerdoodle cookies? I feel like tea cakes should be as big as all of them. I mean, like, why not? But anyway, I'm going to be showing y'all how to cook Southern, old school tea cakes. I've already pre-measured this. I didn't want to get on the video and be like, okay, well, let me grab this, let me grab that. I want to have everything right here. These are the ingredients that you're going to need to make your tea cakes.
Your wet mix will include 1/4 cup of unsalted butter, 1/4 cup of butter flavored shortening, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 large egg, 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon zest, 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, 1/2 teaspoon of lemon extract, 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract, 1/3 cup of buttermilk. Your dry mix will include 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. All of your ingredients should be room temperature. For this batch of tea cakes, I tried a butter that I had never used before.
I saw it in the store and it had a cow on it. Not a cow, it had a moose on it. And I was like, I gotta try this because, I don't know, something about the moose on the butter package just made me feel, I don't know, like, rrr. I just like the way that the box looked, and hopefully this is good butter. I just recently, not so long ago, found out that Blue Bonnet and Country Crock were not actually butter. Now, to begin this recipe, it's an old school recipe, so you can technically do it by hand by getting you like, you know, like a whisk or a paddle like this one right here. A lot of people actually take it and they put it in like a stand mixer. I don't have a stand mixer. I don't have, you know, a reason to have a stand mixer because I don't do a whole lot of baking. I actually just ordered this specifically to do this. I ordered it on Amazon, and yeah, I got it in like, I think it came the same day.
All of your ingredients should be room temperature. First, you want to start by adding your unsalted butter and your butter flavored shortening into your mixing bowl. Blend these together until you get a nice, smooth, and creamy consistency. Next, you will add your sugar to your butter and shortening mixture and blend until well combined. Start off by using the paddle mixture and then transition over into your hand mixer or stand mixer.
I'm gonna go ahead and add my egg.
Blend all of these ingredients together until you reach a nice light yellow creamy consistency. If your batch is larger and calls for more eggs, you will then add 1 egg at a time. Once your butter, sugar, and eggs are well combined, you will then add your lemon zest, lemon extract, vanilla extract, and your almond extract. All of your ingredients should be blended and mixed well. This can take up to 5 minutes using a hand mixer. Transition between high and low speeds to incorporate everything, and if needed, scrape down the sides of the bowl.
Whereas my dry mixture, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my baking soda, add that, baking powder, add that on in there, my nutmeg, add that on in there, and my salt, I'm going to add that on in there. I'm going to take my little whisk attachment right here, and I'm going to blend all this together. Make sure it's nice and mixed. And everybody, if you're doing this, I know like a lot of people like to take their flour and they'll put it in like a pail or some kind of other kind of bin other than the bag that it comes in. Make sure that you keep track of the expiration date because flour does expire. And I don't bake a lot, so I had to check and make sure that my flour, wasn't expired. Because you don't want to get, to baking and then you taste what you done baked and it tastes like old stale shoes. I'm going to come back over to my wet mixture right here, and I'm going to begin adding my flour mixture to the wet mix. And I'm going to do it by sifting it. I could have sifted it into another bowl, but why do that? I'm going to go ahead and add it on in there. All right, and the way you want to do it, a little at a time. All right, go ahead and move it around a little bit. Add some buttermilk.
You want to alternate in between adding your flour and buttermilk. Start with flour and end with the flour.
I need to get an extension cord because you know what? This ain't even staying where it's supposed to stay. Let me put that back on in there. Stay your button. Go! Oh crap. Alright, hold up y'all. I done lost half my damn product.
Continue blending until your mixture becomes a more firm dough.
Alright, want to make sure your surface is good and clean and dry. And I did hear like some people use specific brands of flour, but I use regular gold metal flour. It's what you really come across mostly. Alright.
You want to knead your dough until the consistency is soft yet firm. If you follow my recipe exactly as I have done it here, you will not end up with a sticky dough.
Alright, so I'm going to wrap this in plastic.
Wrap your dough in plastic and allow it to refrigerate for at least 30 minutes, or even overnight. The refrigeration process allows your dough to rest and become more firm, also allowing the flavors to become more combined.
Just like this. Alright, so I'm going to refrigerate this for about a good 30 minutes just so it can firm up nice and good before I roll it back out, cut it into shapes, and I'm putting it in the oven. It's been a long time since I've done a cooking video. Some of the questions that y'all might have is, Why? Why? I don't really cook a lot. I can cook. I come from a family of cooks. My mom cooked for over 30 years. My grandma, my great grandma, my whole like family history tree, a lot of it is based around cooking. I have a cousin here in Atlanta that owns and operates Pretty Little Tacos. It's a Taco Barrera. I think that's how you say it. Barrera spot here downtown Atlanta. Go check it out. It's in a spot called Politan Row. I have yet to try it because she don't know this, and I don't know if she watches my videos or not. But I went down there one time and I was going to surprise her, try the food, and I was going to do a video on it. And I'm still going to do that. But when I went down there, she wasn't there. And they had a 45-minute wait. So I was like, you know what? I really want to be able to do it and go down there and try these tacos because they look good. They look really good. I want to go down there and be able to try it, you know, when she's there and surprise her that I popped up to her spot. You know, I got another cousin, which is her brother, Chef Michael Velli, here in Atlanta and also back in Louisiana. He's had a few spots. And people, you know, go crazy over his stuff. I got a friend that I've been friends with for like, 15 years. Just recently found out that he was my cousin, and she went crazy talking about, oh my God, I love him. That's my food husband. What do you mean? Anyway, all right, so I am back. I have already preheated my oven to 350 degrees and just gave me the siren, the little signal bell that it's up to the right temperature, 350 degrees. So I'm about to pull my cookie dough out of the refrigerator and I'm going to roll it out or press it out and begin to cut my cookies. You want your hands to be nice, clean, and dry, just like that. Yeah. All right, I really don't want to add any more flour to it. So the fact that it's not sticking is really, really good because now I can just kind of press it out as needed. Want to get it mixed again really good. It's good and cold too. That just pretty much, it firms it up a little bit more. And I really want y'all to pay attention to the texture of the dough. All right, I don't have a rolling pin, so I'm gonna use my plastic wrap tube. Tea cakes in general, they rise a little bit and they spread a little bit. Now, if you've done your dough, I've seen some people do the dough and it was kind of runny. I don't know why they would do that, but I've seen some people do it. Then it'll spread more because, you know, that's what runny doughs do, spread. This is the gingerbread cookie boy that I had bought from Walmart. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut these out first. I'm just gonna do 2. Then I'm gonna do the rest of the dough the way that it would normally be done. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and get a glass and do the rest of these. I'm gonna use a red cup, solo cup. All right, I'm gonna take my tea cakes. The dough that I didn't cut, I'm gonna roll that back up, press it back out, put it together, and make some more cookies. But this is the thickness that you want your tea cake to be. So I got these right here. 2 boys and 4 circles. I'm gonna put this to the side because I'm gonna roll these out. Now the rest of this dough, I'm actually gonna do it the way that I remember my great grandmother would do it. Break it off into pieces like this right here. See the texture of that? Get your ball of dough, roll it into little balls like this, and go ahead and put it on the pan and press it out like that with your hand. That's a big way of doing it too. Like back in the old days when these were really like a big thing amongst families and stuff in the South, they weren't really cutting them out with cookie cutters and biscuit cutters and that. I remember many times I would look for the cookies with my, I guess you would call them like a thumbprint cookie. But yeah, the cookies with my great grandmother's or my grandmother's handprint in the cookie. That's something that's kind of nostalgic that you would look for seeing in like a tea cake. They would be pressed out just like this right here. Not 2 more. Just want to make sure that you don't press them too thin. All right, so here we go. We got 2 tea cakes. I got these little candy eyeballs. All right, let's get them right. Put over so y'all can really see what I'm doing. Hope these don't come out looking too weird. Uh-oh. Drop one. All right. So let these go ahead and go in the oven. Those are gonna bake for 8 to 10 minutes. While that's doing that, I'm gonna make me some hot chocolate. Not some tea, but some hot chocolate. All right, so after 5 minutes, you want to go ahead and transfer the cookie to a cooling rack for them to finish the cooling process before you try to eat them. You can eat them warm, but you don't want to eat them, super hot right out the oven. You want to give them a chance to cool down a little bit. I did it. Oh, good. Chewy. Cookie cakey. It's just horrible. Because I know I'm probably gonna eat all of these. I'm probably gonna eat all of these. Within the next few days, I'm gonna eat all of these. Hot chocolate. This could use a little bit more sugar, but it's good. This is good. All right, look, y'all. If y'all make this, comment down below and let me know what y'all think. Thank y'all for tuning in to my video. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more. As a matter of fact, just hit the subscribe button just because. And hit that like button too. Hit that like button. I need y'all to hit that like button right now. But until next time, next video, next cooking video, next vlog or whatever, I'll see y'all then. I got a lot of bangers coming out. Hit that subscribe button. All right? Peace.
If you want your tea cakes to be chewy like mine, simply add 1/4 cup more of sugar to the recipe.
My swag, sauce, my swag, who, my swag, not my swag, you, my swag, he, my swag, her, my swag, you, my swag, stuff, my swag, fly, my swag, tight, your swag, wrong, my swag, right, my swag, on, your swag, off, with just flat line, so big now, I swag, the hot, cause my swag, me, my swag, shoes, and my swag, jeans, my swag, train, and my swag, hat, my swag, on.